You see, the major thing that differentiates a profitable trader from a non-profitable one is the very point of entry, the exact take profit levels to catch, and the proper stop loss to use for every trading position. Because if you can't tell the precise time on when to trigger your trades, how can you trade? And if you can't tell your exact TPs and SL levels, how do you really exit? Now come closer. What if there's actually a way to know the exact point of entry for any chart at all? Like, think about it. Like, you can know the exact time to trigger your trade with some pretty much dangerous accuracy, by the way. I know, wait, we'll now be left with our take profit and SL levels, right? But what if there's a way to know precisely those two? That is, we'll place the exact take profits that can be hit realistically on a chart, and we'll place the exact stop loss that follows perfect risk management rules.
Yeah. Lambo, faster, NASDAQ, making that money like Elon Musk. FX, Forex, big money, T-Rex, any which way we making the green. That's what they say, me and my G's, we work as a team. That's what they say, yeah. Tiger, Meta, Trader, MP5.
This was our most recent trade. You can see our TPs and SL there. You should see the result of this trade here, right? Looking very nice. This was a different one. You can see our TP levels and our stop loss level there. And then you can just see the results of these trades here. You can see that all our take profits were hit. Our entry point is pretty visible here also. You can see the final results of this trade. Looking very clean. And we can keep going on and on. We can keep going on and on. And you keep just seeing the results like that. You keep seeing all of the results just like that. You may also want to check out the chart variations of some of these, right? So you can just see this. And then you can see this, right? And as you keep going, you can keep seeing them, right? You can just keep seeing them just like that. And if these aren't similar results that you are getting, then there has to be something that you're doing wrong. Now, to make things a lot more understandable for you, on this particular video, we'll focus more on our take profit and SL levels and a little bit less on our entry level. And then on our next video, we'll focus more on our entry level. So let's look at everything right now. We are just going to use a very simple one here, what we call a triangular formation, right? Good. Now, first we can see our chart is just moving. We want to go into this trade pretty quickly now, but it's fine. So we can see this stop wants to cover a gap just around this region. So first, let's just map out our triangular formation. Now we can have a dominant trend here at first, right? This is a dominant trend pushing towards the top because we're having an uptrend, and then the chart pushing up also. And then we can have a recessive trend here, what we can call a subordinating trend or a minor trend. Now this will create a nice triangular formation if we map it out like this. Now the rule states that our chart has to push towards the up direction. Now I'm just going to show you that. Let's go into our trade first. I remember I told you this stuff is moving. Now what we can notice now is, let's just put this also first. What we can notice now is that our chart wants to fly towards the highs. Okay, let me adjust this first, just a second. Let's just adjust this. We're not showing the take profit and SL levels yet, but let's just have an approximate stop for the meantime, right? Just an approximate stop for the meantime. Okay, now when we are having a triangular formation, the very first thing that we have to look at is a dominant trend. Now when we have a triangular formation, a chart has to push towards the direction of a dominant trend. It has to. And then a dominant trend in this scenario, it becomes this. You can just see it. This is a dominant trend. And then a recessive trend or a subordinated trend is just the one we have at the top, playing at the top here, just this very one. Now let's look for our take profit levels very quickly, right? Let's just look for our take profit levels. Now in looking for that, we're actually using our internal levels, just our internal levels, just around this range. Right, you can see it, right? Our internal levels just playing around this range. You can just see it, right? Looking very smooth like that. I'm showing you like over and over again so that you can just see that. Okay, now we can now place a take profit just around this region. This can be a TP1. Now this is precisely where our TP1 should be, because this is precisely where we're having our internal level, just precisely the zone. Good. Now for our TP2, we'll be having something like this, because this is where we have our next internal level. You can just see it, right? It's actually pretty visible. Like, This is pretty visible. We just map this out and then we can name this stuff at TP2, right? Now, in doing this, we're having the exact level where we are sure of that the chart is going to hit. And then we are not predicting, because that's the very level where the chart is playing around. It's the very level. It's the internal resistance. And if we check for our TP3 now, this is the next level, yeah? This becomes our external. And then we can just name this our TP3. Can just name this a TP3 very quickly like that. Let's adjust this, but then I want to drag this towards the top a little bit, because you can see that TP3 is not exactly it. So let's just drag it up a bit. Okay, so I think that's okay now. Now you see, now we're able to get a precise stuff, right? We didn't get it at first, but after mapping it out, we're able to get a precise level of TP3. So let's just wipe these stuffs out. We don't need them anymore. We already used that triangular formation, right, for our entry, and then we use the internal resistance and external trend to actually get our take profit levels. Now let's get our stop loss level. That's the only thing left now. Now our stop loss level, we can just map it out again using our simple internal just around this zone again. Just map it out like this, and now we have our exact stop loss level. Now these levels are precisely the exact spots. This is not like prediction. This is the precise exact spots using our technical analysis where our stop loss level is. We are not like guessing or thinking about where it should be. This is the exact level where it should be. Okay, so we don't need this anymore. So all we can do now is to wait for the charts to just move, right? Okay, so far so good. This is what we're having. Right, so yeah, so the chart has just been playing around. Now, by the way, I forgot to tell you that I'm recording this video pretty late at night now, pretty late. So this is what I'm having now, right? This is what I'm having, still moving, right? Still just moving like this. Our chart is closing very soon, and I want to see if we can have at least like 2 take profits or so, because I don't think we can hit all take profits on this video, because the chart is basically almost closing. Like, it literally just a few minutes before the market shuts down for today, because today is Friday, right? Today is Friday. Okay, so this is what we're having. This is what we're having. So we're still expecting the charts to push up. And if you are wondering why I started this video a bit late, we're actually having a live trading session on YouTube, and that went pretty nicely. Okay, so this is what we're having now on our chart. So it seems like it wants to go and hit our take profit level 1 now, because it's just breaking out from these what they're calling these are level of resistance here. So we're actually trading live on YouTube, so that took some time, right? That was okay. Now precisely our first take profit has now been hit. Now the market is just like a few minutes to close, just a few minutes to close. We don't know if this can hit our second take profit. We don't know, but we'll see. The market is closing anytime from now. The market is literally closing anytime from now. I'm thinking on adjusting my stop loss level also though, but it's okay. So let's see if we can hit our TP2. Can we hit our TP2, guys? What do you guys think? Can we hit our TP2? Can we hit our TP2? Okay, so this chart seems to be moving, but now it's just a few minutes before this stuff expires, before the market closes. Just a few minutes, guys. Just a few minutes. Just a few minutes. So we're trading live on YouTube, and then that took all of the time. So we ended up starting this video a bit late. So let me just drag the stuff up, right? Drag the stuff up. Okay, so we are just less than a minute before the market closes for the week. Less than a minute. Let's see if our take profit can actually be hit before the market closes. Before the market closes, it's just very close to TP2, and we're like 45 seconds before this market closes for the week. Like after this, the week is done. After this, the week is done. Like after this, the week is done. We'll have to wait for this stuff to get completed on Monday. After this, the week is done. But we were able to calculate all our take profit levels just the exact way they are supposed to be calculated. Our SL levels also just the exact way it's supposed to be calculated, right? So yeah. And then our entry, we're using our triangular formation today, very basic one. And then on our next video, we'll look precisely, we'll focus more on just our entry point, right? Okay, this is less than 10 seconds. Okay, the market is almost closing, and it seems like it's not. Okay, I think the market already closed for my broker. Yeah. Okay, so that's it, guys. The market already closed on the broker. I think maybe like 10 seconds in or 20 seconds in or so. It closed before the Think Market. I'm using Think Market on TradingView here. That's what I'm using here. It closed even before then. Okay, let's just drag this stuff up a little bit. Let's drag this stuff up a little bit. I just want to lock in the profits that we have, right? Because of proper risk management, very, very important. Just lock it up a little bit. I even noticed that on our Breakout, right, the market already closed. I just saw it just before this happened. I discovered that our trades already paused. I think maybe like 10 seconds in or something. But yeah, so this was it, guys. This was it, right? This was actually pretty clean. So every single stop was respected. So we're expecting all of our take profits to get hit nicely, just like that. So just like I said, guys, we started recording this video pretty late because we had a live trading session first, and after that I decided to start this video, right? So because of that, we're able to hit just one take profit. Our second take profit was almost hit, and then our third take profit, but then the market just closed on us. Like, it literally just closed on us. Now, if there's any aspect of this video you don't understand, feel free to watch it over and over again until you understand fully how everything here works. Also, remember to hit on the like button and remember to subscribe. It's a bye from me, guys. I'm Mr. P. Peace.
Yeah. Lambo, faster, NASDAQ, making that money like Elon Musk. FX, Forex, big money, T-Rex, any which way we making the green. That's what they say, me and my G's, we work as a team. That's what they say,